You know, in those days, there was no indoor plumbing. You could guess what he was up to. On the night of our planned attack, Mr. Arnold was transferred.
There you have it, our very own spy. Everyone knows that slaves have made up a good portion of the population as well as the fighting force. We have here a slave who have fought in the army back during the Revolution. Tell us, why did you decide to escape from your master and fight for the British?
I chose freedom and I wanted liberty. The British Army promised freedom.
As a slave, what were your viewpoints of the war?
To me, it was harsh. Me and my family have little food. I had no shoes and I barely had any clothing. Most of the time, I was hungry, in fact, starving. The British didn't give us any food, but I kept fighting for our survival. Other slaves caught smallpox and passed it on to a lot of the youngers. Others didn't make it past 2 weeks. Many of the children died.
Were you ever wounded during battle?
Yes, I was wounded pretty bad. One of the other slaves fighting against the British got a hold of me and my younger sister and beat us pretty bad. Me and Mylene was hurting pretty bad. After that, I was frightened, but Mama told us to be strong.
After the war was over, what happened then?
Well, me and my family moved to the northern states. During the war, 2 of my siblings were killed. Only me and Mama and little Joe made it. We slowly began moving north soon after because we heard the British was re-enslaving the slaves and shipping them off back into slavery.
Well, there you have it, the story of a slave who fought through a war. Ever wonder if there were elite forces fighting back in the Revolutionary? Well, we might have someone here who fits into that category. First, tell us, who are you?
Hi, I'm Isaac Davis. I'm a Minuteman from Anton, Massachusetts.
So, what's a Minuteman?
A Minuteman is a young male under 25. We were 1/3 of the soldiers and militia from the Revolutionary War. We were young, spunky, ambitious, just ready to go out and fight.
But why did you become a Minuteman?
I joined the Minuteman militia because I was young and dumb. I wanted to go out and fight, and I believed in the revolution, and I wanted to break free from Britain, and I can't stand the Brits.
That actually sounds really dangerous. What were your favorite highlights about being a Minuteman?
My favorite highlight of the revolution was after being awarded captain of the Acton Minutemen. My men and I were considered possibly the best trained and equipped militia in New England. That was a great honor.
Wow, well, do you have any last thoughts on the revolution?
My last thoughts on the revolution are for the Battle of Concord and Lexington. My men and I were the first ones to hear about the battle, so we were the first ones to go out to war. And unfortunately, I died. I was the first one to die, but that's okay.
Well, there you have it, the elite soldiers called Minutemen.
Soldier Militia IDs. Valley Forge. Washington's army retreated here in the winter of 1777. Here, 12,000 soldiers and camp followers suffered through the cold, winter, fatigue, and sickness. Deborah Sampson, a woman whom disguised herself as a man named Robert Shirtleff, and served as a soldier in the 4th Massachusetts Regiment. John Champ, a Revolutionary War double agent. Slave soldiers. Both free and enslaved blacks served in local militias and often enlisted as Minutemen. The African Americans enslaved usually fought on the Patriot side. Minutemen. Militiamen during the Revolutionary War who held themselves in readiness for instant military service.